Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial we are going to be making this super simple trinket tray. These are great to have in your shop for ready to ship gift items. These are also a perfect way to use vinyls and decals. The possibilities are endless for design. So let's get started. First thing we are going to do, since I have used this mold before, I'm going to take some painter's tape, wrap that around my fingers, and I am just going to dab around the mold to make sure that I get any lint or dust, anything that would cause bubbles or look out of the ordinary with our white glitter that we are going to use. When doing this, make sure that you are using a good quality painter's tape so that you're not leaving behind any residue. I have 150 milliliters of Artistry's regular epoxy, and I'm going to add in some micas, which is SPACENIK and Pure from PDB Creative Studio. I'm not measuring, I'm just winging it and throwing some of that in because it's really easy to add more if you don't have enough. And then I'm going to add in GLITZY, which is one of my mixes that I collabed with PDB Creative Studio with, and it is such a beautiful white and opal mix glitter. And then we're gonna make sure that those are combined really well together before pouring into our mold. Now, when you are doing a mold like this, you want to, for one, make sure that you have really warmed your epoxy. Warming your epoxy will help eliminate microbubbles and help them rise to the top easier and faster whenever you pour into your mold. Mix your epoxy slowly to avoid adding any microbubbles from that fast stirring friction, and also you can allow it to sit for just a minute to let them rise to the top before you mix anything in. I took the sea spray that I had on hand, which is actually an alcohol mixture, and sprayed that on to my mold to further help eliminate bubbles. And then I went in around the edge and then a little bit on top, and then I took my heat gun and very lightly brushed over that. You don't want to apply too much heat and you don't want to use a torch. Applying too much heat or using a torch can singe your mold and actually cause your epoxy to stick to it, and then when you go to demold it, it will just be ruined. So I just very quickly brushed over that to pop and eliminate any microbubbles that may have been down in that groove, and then I went back in and poured in the remaining part of my epoxy. I got this tray mold from my local Hobby Lobby, but I have also found them on Amazon, and I will link that down below for y'all. Once I had all of my epoxy poured in, then I just sort of spun it around and tapped on the sides to release any bubbles that may be on the edges, and then I went back over with my heat gun on the top and spritzed the top with my sea spray and allowed this to dry for roughly 12 hours before I demolded. Please keep in mind that this is with Artistry's regular epoxy. This is not a fast set. I use fast sets a lot, but this is not for this project. You cannot use it for a deep pour like this, and a lot of epoxies cannot tolerate being poured this thick all at one time. So make sure that you read up on your epoxy if you do not use Artistry, and make sure that you can pour this deep with your epoxy without it flash curing or having any issues with it curing. And as you can see, all the extra work put in to eliminate those microbubbles paid off. The top looks beautiful, and we're just going to knock down this sharp edge on the bottom. So I have a piece of 600 grit sandpaper. This is going to give me a very nice smooth edge on the bottom. I never take this particular mold all the way to the rim, it's just slightly below, so that I can do just this, and it gives me an opportunity to level it as well without affecting the center and having to put a layer of epoxy to get that glossy finish. I wanted to give you a few options or ideas that you can put in the center of your trays. The first two were clear vinyl sheets from Gracefully Created, and then the third is one of my white decal collections with Gracefully Created. This is the sunflowers, and I just trimmed out the cluster that was on that awesome sheet and applying it to one side of the tray. This full sheet of sunflower decals is printed with white in behind the image and clear in all of the negative space. So your clear is not going to show once epoxy is applied on top. And the florals are going to be really nice and bold and vibrant. You can even do a black tray and these are really going to stand out. You will not be able to see the black through the decal. With any vinyl or decal that you use, you can take your heat gun, and as you can see, I put my hand out in front of it to make sure I was not applying too much heat to it. I want just enough to make it stretch so I can push it down in these little grooves. And then I took a sharp blade and just went around into that groove and peeled off the excess, and we're left with a very, very crisp, clean line around that edge. I made sure once again that all of my vinyl was pressed down really well and then sat this one to the side. I did do a second one, and this one was actually made with a little extra ink epoxy. I was cleaning my craft room and found some old bottles that I had sitting around, and I wanted to see if it would tolerate being poured this deep. It did, however, the mold did get really hot. We had just a little bit of flash curing going on, so it is slightly discolored. Overall, it did great, but with a little extra ink epoxy, I would suggest doing 2 separate pours. Do about 75 milliliters of epoxy on the first pour and then finish the top off with another 75 after anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. Although I now use Artistry epoxy, since I had this one sitting around, I wanted to give it a shot for my ALE users. Again, if you do not use either of those epoxies, make sure that you check the tolerance of your epoxy before you do a pour this deep, or use a deep pour epoxy. We applied this clear vinyl the exact same way as we did our sunflower decal. Cut it to size, and then I applied rubbing the center down first, used this little vinyl squeegee, which was much easier this time, and applied a little bit of heat to push that vinyl down into the corners, and then we go around and trim our edges off. Once those are trimmed, make sure you go back around those corners or the groove and press down your vinyl to make sure none of it lifted while you were pulling off the excess. Of course, you can leave this as is, but I wanted to add on a little extra, so I am grabbing my Southern Belle glitter transfers. As soon as I added this vinyl onto my tray, I had these transfers in mind. I've had them sitting around and really didn't know what kind of project to use them on, and this was perfect. So how these work, you trim them off, or you can cut them away from the sheet. You don't want to put your fingers on the back of them because they are really sticky. Once you lay it down wherever, on your tumbler, or in this instance on the tray, you scrape it on. They come with a wooden tool, but I just use my vinyl scraper. Press that down really, really well, and then lifted up that transfer sheet. Your image will be left behind, and you will not be able to see that very small clear border around them. You just want to make sure that you're putting that on a glossy surface. So once I had those complete, I took about 10 milliliters of Artistry's 1:1 ratio fast set. I poured that in the center, spread it out just to make sure that the entire surface was covered, and then ran over quickly with my torch to pop any micro bubbles that may have been in that top coat. Now, I'm sure you have been wondering, when is she going to mention the giveaway? Well, we have made it to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and seriously, I cannot thank y'all enough We have made it there and right at a year, which for me is incredible, and I'm super proud to be there. And to say my thanks to all of y'all, we're going to do a big giveaway. I have prizes from all of my favorite companies. I have Gracefully Created, PDB Creative Studio. We even have a full box from Southern Belle Glitter. I'm also going to give away one of my Mother's Day boxes with a custom tumbler that completely sold out in minutes. And since my birthday follows right after Mother's Day, I'm also going to give away some sort of fun cake or donut themed custom tumbler. To participate in the giveaway, make sure that you are in Brittany Barnes Boutique Epoxy Tumbler Art Group. All details will be listed in there in a post pinned to the top of the group, and we will announce our winner on my birthday, May 10th. That group link is down below in the description, along with all of the products that we use today and some discount codes for you. Don't forget to like this tutorial and subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell in the corner to be notified anytime a new tutorial drops. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time.